baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Welcome to Visual House Studios, baby. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No. No. It's all good. Shoot. Welcome back to Literally Anything We Want Y'all, holding it down for y'all. Every Thursdays, you know, we drop a new episode. In case y'all new or in case y'all don't know, baby. Come on. You should know by now. 39 crew. You got to remind somebody. Go ahead, sneeze, baby. Go ahead and sneeze. You got to. Oh, I thought you had to sneeze. I'm so sorry. What you contemplating?
Man, keep going, man.
Man, shoot. No, man. I thought you was the man. Come on now.
Hey, man, I found some essential oils, man.
What is that? Is that that mess that you be rubbing on yourself? Like get your scalps all
aromatherapy. Let's take a look.
Oh no, never mind. Shoot, 39 crew. Don't.
This ain't drugs.
You said aromatherapy.
Aromatherapy.
Like literal?
Have you not heard of aromatherapy?
Well, no. I thought you was just using that as a phrase of like, yeah, I'm about to go smoke this thing.
No, this is oil. Look.
Like, oh, you mean like for real?
This is oil.
Okay.
This is rose.
Whoa, hold
look,
on now.
Hey, rose is good for you. Look, rose is a symbol of romance. We fucking passion and beauty.
Passion and beauty.
The harmonizing essence of rose promotes feelings of love, hope, and joy. Oh, I'm chugging this.
I like how it has the whole green or the whole lantern core on the back, man.
Yeah, let's see what else we got here.
Yeah.
What do we got here? We got...
What's violet stand for?
Lemongrass. Oh, I'm going in order.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Lemongrass is the fresh, delicate sweetness of lemongrass. Imparts a radiant energy to inspire and invigorate the senses.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what else is. Tea tree. Tea tree, fresh and herbaceous.
Herbaceous. I never even heard that word.
Herbaceous is like herby.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, maybe it's herbaceous. I don't know.
Yeah, shoot.
You like what? Australian tea tree rejuvenates the senses and purifies the air. Nature's most powerful antiseptic.
I don't know about that.
No,
I mean, because if it's from Australia, low key can probably kill you.
Peppermint.
Yeah, for real.
That's the green one.
Yep.
Peppermint, an invigorating and uplifting natural essence. Peppermint stimulates the senses with its minty vibrancy.
Ooh.
We got one more. Y'all, we gonna learn you a lesson today.
Seriously, though, man. I'm learning right now, man.
Orange, bergamot. Bergamot or bergamot?
Well, how's it spelled?
Bergamot.
Oh, I'll say Bermo.
Bergamot, right?
Yeah, Bermo, yeah, shoot.
Like Bermo, a fresh burst of sunshine.
Ooh.
The natural essence of orange and bergamot radiate cheerful energy with its positive vibe. Oh, we might have to check that one too.
It's literally like as if they took what's that Starburst and just made that one an aroma flavor or something.
Yeah, and then the one that's missing, I used it already. It was lavender. Straight from the lush lavender fields of France. This authentic, true to nature scent is soothing and calming, perfect for meditation and relaxation. That's what I use it for. I used to rub it on my kid.
I feel that.
I bathe her in that shit too.
Please chill out.
I got the water in it and I poured the bubbles.
Right.
And with the bubbles, I got the lavender just.
Oh yeah, so you for real got her chill. Does it actually work? Does it chill her out?
Fucking drugged, yeah.
He's like, yeah, dude.
Come on, bro. Here, you want to smell this? Here,
yeah,
put some on your hand here.
Oh, yeah, let's go with this. Yeah,
I'm about to rub it in right here. You're supposed to rub it in here and then like on your.
Oh, like actually?
I think so. Yeah. So
I'm not gonna get high.
Of it.
I'm not gonna get high, am I?
It's the smell of it. It has like this effect.
I'm just playing. Shoot,
smells good.
Oh, whoo.
I'm getting horny already.
Right? Come on, baby. This is that rose.
Fuck! Yeah, this is Rose.
Oh man, you not. Yo, this. Hold on, man. This is kind of good, man.
This was not planned. I just having to look.
I wish this was our sponsor because we be on one.
I didn't say what brand. Fuck you.
Yeah, no free shout outs.
Only brand I shout out is Big Red, baby.
Oh, for real though. Yeah, make sure y'all check out White Noise. We have those Big Reds.
I've had people message in that they tried it because of the show.
I would hope so. Yeah, I tried it because of the show.
Like, hey, actually, shout out Ruben. He texted me. He was like, "Yo, my coworker was drinking Big Red because he heard it on the podcast." I'm like, "Yo,
oh my gosh,
come on,
that's so." Hey, yo, so for real, Big Red, like shout outs your boy Joel over here. He be putting on for y'all. But speaking of that though, if y'all don't know what we're referring to, make sure to check out White Noise every Tuesday, baby. Come on now, make sure to check out White Noise Fall Visual House Studio so you can get all the news and updates about White Noise and Law every Tuesday and Thursday and the days in between, because you know we ain't no fiends, baby. Speaking of fiending though, dude.
What?
Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, I'm cool now, but I ain't gonna front. I was kind of going through it last week. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
What happened to you, man?
Man, like, and even the past like couple days, but I think when I finally realized the situation, or I think maybe I realized the situation, it made me just like revert back to the post Sheila days of like,
man, fuck Sheila,
man. But she's responsible for this mindset that I'm about to put on you, right? It's like, you know, and if y'all haven't listened to the episode of D-Mail Colorado, we highly suggest you go check that out for more context. Plus, it's just a good time, baby. Well, you'll probably get mad if you care even a little bit about me, even a little, but I mean, shoot. But no, like post Sheila, right? You know, what I told myself after that whole situation was I am never, ever, 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 ever gonna allow my heart to be hurt again like that. Absolutely not. Whatever I have to do to not get to that place anymore, I'm gonna do. Like, and I've done it in the sense of there've been not even just relationships or like, you know, girlfriends, right? But just friends in general, you know? And because, you know, there was a situation like post Sheila, like someone that I absolutely adored as a brother, right? It was a shame because, you know, me and this person.
Clutter?
Oh no, no. And those of y'all who don't know, you'll find out someday. But you know, no, this person, you know, me and him were so close that, like, you know, people would refer to us literally as brothers. You know, whether it is like I'll go where it's like his house or he'll go over mine. You know, if somebody was looking for us, like, hey, where's your brother at? You know, like just naturally, you know, as if like literally talking about your blood brother or something. Like we were that close. But then I don't know, one day just from my perspective, just unfortunately just switched up, right? You know, he had this girl at the time that, you know, they were kind of off and on, whatever, right? They were a toxic relationship now looking back on it, you know.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, for real. And one thing that she did, which was just, it was like, bro, why do you keep doing this? Like, she for no reason would sometimes when they're in their like big arguments, right? She for some reason would say that like me and her were like flirting or something like that.
What the fuck?
Right? It's like what?
No.
Like, and but
I hate that shit, man.
Bro, me like
when people
right?
take things that they know
just know
that
ain't
they
true.
know are gonna like piss you off or that are gonna, you know, trigger you, and they use that shit, man. That's you're a sack of shit, man.
You are. I mean, for real.
What a bitch.
I mean, nah, for real though.
You should have fucked then.
Well, but anyway, no. But what was a trip though is because of like, you know, before they really, really got into like a bad space in the relationship, right? And that was like pretty much after me and Sheila broke up. You know, me and him went for real, talk all the time. I mean, all the time. Like, whether it was texting or phone, dang, you would have thought we were in a relationship, honestly.
Probably were.
It's true, well. But, you know, after that whole situation, and not because of it, but, you know, he started to text less and less. And part of what came out of the Sheila thing is like, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna match someone's energy, you know? Like, for instance, like if
that's the best and worst thing you can do.
Exactly. I learned that the best and the hard way. or the worst and the best way.
You can't stand it when you start doing shit to them.
Exactly. Because it would be like, I would text him like, just normally like, hey, da 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 da, no reply for days, right? For days. And it's like, you know what? Something else I learned from Sheila, it's a good thing and a bad thing, is I'm not gonna chase nobody. Like, absolutely, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna chase a female. If a bro or someone I consider a bro doesn't want to try to hang out, or doesn't want to try to keep up a bromance, a relationship, a friendship, whatever, I'm not gonna chase you. I'm just not gonna do it, right? Once again, lessons you learn to try to protect your heart, Well, this guy, he would like, only from my perspective back then, he would literally only text me once his girlfriend would say something wild like that. Like the whole, oh, me and him were flirting. And I would show him like, bro, this is the last time I texted her. Like, you want to see my socials too? Like, we were so close that like we had each other's like Facebook login too. So I was like, log into my Facebook if you don't believe me. Like, real talk. Like, you could search the whole catalog if you want to, right?
So, but you would talk to his girl?
No. When they were tripping like that, no. And even then, when we did text, like, it was like extremely platonic, right? Now, I will say, when he started tripping and when they like broke up, did me and her have a moment of flirting? We did, yeah. But at the same time, that was like, it was one, just a moment, and two, it was never, there was no reason prior to that for him to believe anything she said in regards to that,
Yeah, but you gotta see it where, like, if he found out about that, or like if I found out that, then I would look back at the past and be like, nah, you did do that shit then.
Yeah, and which I feel that. And I completely respect that point of view. But before then, though, there was literally nothing from me to indicate that, anything flirtatious whatsoever. But the point being, it's like, he would only hit me up, though, whenever she would say something wild like that, Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, is it true? It's like, bruh, like, what in your right mind makes you think that I would take it there, especially while you guys are dating, And then it's like, and then on top of that, how you not gonna reply to me for 2 weeks, but then all of a sudden when you, from my perspective, need something, that's when you hit me up, That's when all of a sudden you want to talk, or that's when you want to, call me or text me or whatever.
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
But so, and I just think about that situation when it comes to something else that's been happening recently, this person who I, absolutely just adored as a best friend, right? Or someone really close friend. All of a sudden, it's like, I think back to that situation, right? Of, they won't reply for, X amount of time, maybe reply once and then like 24, 48 hours later, reply again, right? But then all of a sudden, when you need some money, though,
oh, shit.
You'll text me back to back to back to back to back to back to back, though, right?
Do I know this person?
I mean, I'll tell you off air if you do or not.
Okay.
Yeah, just completely.
You don't have to tell me, but I don't know if they listen or not. I don't want them to think that.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know if you do or don't. But
did they work at Regal?
I can neither confirm nor deny. Oh. But exactly. No, but and to me, it was just sad at first. I was like, man, like, you for real only want to, from my perspective, thinking about the past, right? And thinking about that promise that I made to myself. Like, you really, why is it that you only want me when you need something, Or why is it that you're only not as like you bring that energy whenever you hungry, you want some food to order, or you want some money to order some food or something.
So this person literally just said, "Hey, can you buy me some DoorDash?"
I mean, well, I mean, they wouldn't ask, right? Because they're just like, oh, it's rude. It's like, but whenever it's like, oh, what you doing? Oh, just sitting here being hungry or something like that. And it's like,
oh my god,
it's like you mad hinting, but yet, you know.
See, I'm petty. I would have been like, damn, that sucks.
You
but
see,
I'm fucking with this burger right now, though.
You see, though, and you know that it's not in my nature to be petty, but like recently though, and then but then like my conscience takes over and I start to think, no, if I was, and plus just, you know, what scripture says too, like if, you know, I would want somebody that I rocked with like that to help me out if ever I was in that situation, right? But then the past me thinks like, okay, well, but man, are you really a homie though? If this is the only time you bring that energy, you know? I mean, like what?
You got family members like that though.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I can't tell you how many like cousins that I've always wanted a relationship with.
Right.
When I used to work at Regal, would hit me up
for them tickets.
For the tickets.
Right.
I stopped working there.
You haven't heard from them since.
Nah, bro.
Yep.
Fuck y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. And that is sad too, man. Especially when it is family. But family, it'd be like that though.
Because I grew up like, you know, distancing myself from a lot of like certain family just because of things they do and, you know, things I don't agree with and all that. And I just thought, you know, hey, for my safety and my, you know, like just my morals, like I want no part of that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why like I would kick it, you know, with certain people and let that be that.
Right.
But now as I grew older, I'm like, you know what? That's kind of silly. It's my fault. It's my fault. But it's like, that's kind of silly.
I don't think
so. And I, you know, like I want to kick. I want to be around y'all. Y'all are a good time. And it's just like, nah, you know, like I could tell, like y'all don't really want me around.
Right.
Not because they're mad or anything. It's just like
they just don't.
It's like what the fuck is this guy want? Like I feel like I'm like the little cousin that comes in and is like, your mom said I could play with you.
Right.
You know, like I don't want to be that person.
Right. No, just to be all the way real. That's pretty much me to my family on both sides actually. And to keep it, you know what? Yeah, you know what? In case y'all didn't know too, for any of y'all new peeps, here on Law, we can laugh 1 minute and then we can just keep it a buck, you know, the next minute. You know, that's why we the best podcasters in the entire Bay Area, baby. Come on, baby. Come on.
NorCal.
It was all of NorCal if you want to keep it
California,
real.
Man. Fuck them.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. About time you admit it. Shoot.
We're the best podcast group in California.
Absolutely.
Bro.
Come on, baby.
I don't give a fuck, man.
Exactly. But, you know, if I could be completely real, and maybe it's somehow, some way this gets to one of my extended family members, they might feel some type of way.
And if you know, news never spreads faster than when you say something about someone they don't like it.
Ain't that the truth?
Come on, bro.
Ain't that the truth? But to be real, like I never felt, or for a long time, I've never felt part of my bigger family. You know, it's like, yeah, you know, to me, it's like there's my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my great aunt, my uncle, and then there's everybody else. And you know, no, shout outs to a couple of my cousins. They're cool. They're cool. A few of my cousins, but everybody else though, it's like, man, y'all couldn't. And being like one of the youngest people in the extended family, at least for like a good while, it's like y'all couldn't reach out, or y'all couldn't, you know, try to form something. And unfortunately, just on both sides of my family, my mom and dad's side, they're just not that close, you know. So for real, when you or Josh or any one of the homies talk about like, oh, I'm going to my cousin's house or going this and that, you know, jokingly, but like part of it for real, it's like, dang, that sounds nice on the real to be able to just hang out with your cousins just naturally. Because I've never, for real, never really had that, honestly. Outside of like Thanksgivings or family reunions or whatever.
Yeah.
It'd be just, I mean, yeah, but that's why.
It's cool though. It's like a friendship that's just more than that. Like Isaac and Nano are like, and Ruben, those are like my best friends. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like I see them as siblings for real.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, man. Especially like Isaac and Nano, like specifically, like they just always been around.
Right.
And yeah, it's dope. Like, like nothing brings me. I mean, I love all my homies, obviously, right?
Right.
But it's just like there's just that feeling. Like when we went to go see Guardians, right? Like that Friday, like Isaac came over like at like 2:00, and we were just sitting there chilling, playing Last of Us.
Right,
bro. Like that shit brought me so much joy just to know that, like, we just chilling,
Right.
He spent the night that night too.
Right.
Here we were playing Crash Team Racing and
just kicking it.
Yeah, just kicking it. It was dope.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I would be sad that if something was to ever happen to us,
Yeah, but at least you got that though. At least at some point you got that. Whereas I'm one of those testimonies of somebody that, dang, I ain't never really had that, And but that's why on the real I keep, like I mentioned on the Demon of Colorado episode, people like Stefan and Chris, that's why I keep them so like, nah, y'all for real are my family, and that's why I appreciate people like that so much more because of those lack of experiences, if you can say, but they filled that void, with just their genuine love, honestly. And man, but back to that other sucker though. Oh,
yeah, that's great. I've never had a friend reach out to me for like money or anything like that. Like,
yeah,
I don't fuck with money. Like, I don't like owing, and I don't like people owing me money.
Yeah,
because money destroys relationships.
It do.
And
it really do.
It's really stupid. But I've just never. I think all my homies know that.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, you can come to me for anything. Just don't come to me for money.
I'll
say no. Like, even if I got it, I'll say no because it's just like, bro, I'd rather leave that out of every equation.
Yeah.
I've seen what it does to siblings, much less friends, So it's like, I'm cool, bro. Like, I love you and I'll help you in any other way. Like, if you need groceries, like I'd rather buy you groceries than give you money.
Right.
Like, it's just, I don't know, it's weird. Like, it's just
no,
really
that's
weird.
that's not weird. Like, you used, when we were talking off air, you used kind of like the drug addict analogy, right? I mean, similarly in that very extreme example, if someone who is addicted to something that's destructive like that is asking for money, part of you is like, I don't know if I could trust this situation, but if you're hungry or if you need something,
exactly.
Like, okay, no, I'll get that for you because I know, because you can't flip. I mean, you can flip it, but you're only hurting yourself if you do, but so, with all those experiences, right? And I know there's been a lot of change in their life too. I am acknowledging that, talking about the person who, has been only really, really hitting me up for help. And that's not completely fair to even say that either. They have, reached out. They have like, still been a friend. Like, not mean, not cold, but it's like the energy nearly would not be there. Not nearly enough, and like the responses are just too big until but I'm hungry now though, like, so like am I overthinking that situation to like really contemplate if this is a real genuine homie, despite even with the history, or like am I just having like semi PTSD here? Like,
no, it's weird. Like if they only hit you up, whereas like, or they mostly hit you up when they need something. That's a little weird.
Yeah,
because it's like they never hit you up just to see what you're up to, or like, hey, you want to go catch a movie, or you want to go, here or whatever. Like that's weird.
Yeah.
Like I think the same thing. Like, well, they only after me for what the fuck I got,
Right.
And I know someone who has a friend like that.
Dang.
That they only hit her up when they need something.
Right.
And it's just but see the thing is like she enabled this person. And
that's
it would always help them out.
Right.
So it's expected now.
Right. Right.
And here we go, like she starts saying no to this person.
All of a sudden there's a problem.
Yeah, no, it's just you don't even hear from them. It's like, all right, bro. Dang. I know what you talk. I know what you want now.
Right. That's
you a hoe, bro. Like,
yeah, and that's sad though, ain't it? It's like, why is it gotta be like that? Why couldn't it?
Don't. It's just like
it's just dang, like
fuck, like get a job, bro. Like,
I mean,
just get a job.
Right.
Like I don't understand. Like I will never understand people who refuse to get jobs or refuse to grow in a job.
Right.
It baffles me.
Yeah.
It's like, do you think your sole purpose on this earth is to work this 9-to-5 job? Or like to work this cash register job? Like, no, it's not, bro. It's like everybody, I truly believe everybody has the ability to elevate and do better.
Absolutely.
But you just gotta want to do it. Like nothing in life is free. Nothing in life is handed to you, bro. Like,
right.
And I guess I just have a hard time understanding. Maybe I'm just built different, and I'm not saying that like because I'm cocky, but it's like like I grew up like my dad is a lot of things, but I grew up and he's always been like just hella hardworking,
right?
So maybe that's got something to do with this. I just grew up seeing that,
right?
But I also don't feel like he did, where it's like I have to keep working,
right?
Like I respect my time. Too in like my personal life,
Yeah.
And like so I just don't get it. Like I worked at Regal. You think I wanted to be an usher forever? No, bro. Like I was like, bro, I'm trying to be a manager, bro. I'm trying to get my money up, bro.
Right.
And what happened? I went and got that shit on the first try.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I wanted it.
Right.
Like every job I've gone to, I have elevated in some way.
Right.
Look at me now.
Exactly.
Exactly. I started out checking people into appointments. Somehow got into phlebotomy.
somehow
now I'm a district manager.
Right.
Like, how the fuck does that happen?
Exactly.
It's because I work hard.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of success. I think that's a thing too.
You think people are scared of success?
Absolutely. I think people are scared of success.
Okay, well let's go there then. Like what do you think? Because to me, like me and you, right? Like the grind, the success, the thing that comes with it is like duh, like of course, like you want to be able to freely be able to enjoy the perks of life, but at the same time provide for the ones you love. And success brings all of that. So to me, what is there to be afraid of if that's the end result? Like, what do you think people are scared of?
It could be different things. I mean, I think I've heard this one where it's like, I don't want to. Man, these crackheads outside are fucking tripping.
Hey, shout out to the 39 crew, baby.
Fucking crackheads. No way they got a microphone. Oh my god.
I don't know what y'all got.
I don't know where they got a damn microphone from.
Where did he come from too?
For real.
Oh my god.
But I mean, okay, I've heard the excuse of like, well, why would I invest so much time into this job? This isn't what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Right.
I get that. But at the same time, if there's an opportunity presented to you, why not take that opportunity? Mm-hmm. The fuck?
Yeah.
It's called resume building.
Yeah.
And you can network with that.
Right.
You sign up on LinkedIn and then you just keep updating your job history and people find you there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like come on, man. Like so I mean, I've heard that, and I just think people are just scared. Like they get imposter syndrome and they're scared. Like maybe they feel they don't deserve this job, or maybe they feel like it's gonna be too hard. Like that's a real thing.
Yeah.
And like the company I work for, actually today I got invited to officially join like become like one of the program directors for this program.
Nice.
Called Emerging Leaders. We're basically like we're building the next generation of leaders of the company,
right?
And coming up with curriculum. It's a whole class and shit.
Oh, right.
Because I've been grading and like mentoring and coaching,
right?
But I've just been more involved this time around. So they invited me, like, yo, like I love what you got to say, like I want you to work on this team and all that. So I'm gonna start doing that. But one of the things I bring that up to say is like. One of the things we just did a seminar on was It's called emotional intelligence, right? And it's about like one of the main things we talked about was imposter syndrome,
right?
And I spoke, to the class and everything, and I was like, look, like I was the least tenured phlebotomist that applied to be a manager, right? I did not expect to get the job.
Yeah,
I knew that I was a great leader. Right, but I worried, because there was people going up for it that have been a phlebotomist way longer than me.
Right.
Right. And, but I interviewed and I got the job.
Right.
Clearly, right. And so when I started, I was nervous because there was one person that I would be managing. They've been doing phlebotomy longer than I've been alive.
Right.
It's like an older dude, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, ain't no way these people are gonna respect me.
Yeah.
Ain't no way they're gonna listen to me and whatever. But then I thought about it. I'm like, bro, like I interviewed for this job and I got the job. I deserve it.
Exactly.
I got the job for a reason. It was a long, difficult process, and I passed through.
Exactly.
So I earned that job. That's what I was telling the student. I'm like, think about it, man. Like the job was given to you because you have shown that you can do it.
Exactly.
The interview process is so long and difficult, and it involves homework and just a bunch of shit.
Oh man,
it's long. It's hard.
It was a thing.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
It's several weeks.
Sheesh.
Right. And you made it through, and they believed in you, and they say, yeah, you got what it takes. So what the fuck are you tripping for?
Yeah.
Like it's you got to just look at it that way.
Right.
And I think that all that, to bring it back, is like all that is to say, like, imposter syndrome can really fuck up somebody's drive and motivation because they feel like they don't deserve it. They feel like they have to know everything, and they don't. Like, bro, who knows everything? No one knows everything.
Right.
Especially, depending what field. Like in healthcare, shit changes every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, stop being a pussy and just go for it, man. Like,
right.
Straight up though. Like, honestly, like I could never be content working one place, one job for more than a year. And I have never done it.
You never worked at one?
No, I've always elevated. After
you mean like just staying at the same position at one job, and then like after a year it's like, okay, what am I?
Unless like I couldn't, right? So like at Regal, I worked there. I was there for a year.
Right.
Right. Then I elevated. I got senior cast member.
Right.
I was only that for like a couple months.
Right.
Elevated again.
Right.
And I did that for like 4 years.
Right.
Because I couldn't go up no more.
Yeah, for real.
Casey's ass wasn't going nowhere, so I couldn't elevate.
For real.
But best believe, if she quit while I was here, I would have went for that shit and I would have got it. I know I would have got it.
I feel you.
Right? Then I left, and then I started working with my dad in construction.
Yeah.
And even then, like, I started taking on just more things after a while. After I got my footing, I'm like, okay, I want to do more.
Right.
Like, I got a different type of drive than some people, I guess. Same thing here. I did fucking admin work for a year.
Right.
Then I got onto phlebotomy school, did that for a year. Now I'm a manager, and I just did that for a year. I just did a year in March.
Hey.
And I'm looking how can I elevate? What else can I do?
Right.
Like, why the fucking,
I just don't get why. And you're right. Maybe everyone is completely different. Everyone is built different in every single aspect of life. But to me, I just don't get. And I'm not trying to, for y'all, I hope I'm not offending anyone when I say this, but I just don't get complacency, though.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't get it.
Because there's a difference between being complacent and genuinely loving what you do, and that's why you don't.
That's different. That's completely different.
If you love what you're doing,
those are two different sports.
If you love what you're doing and that's what you're doing for years,
do
For
it.
sure, bro. Do what makes you happy.
Right. That is completely different.
But to be complacent, it means
like
to
you're just
like,
going through life.
Yeah, like I can never live like that, bro. I don't know how anybody can.
I literally don't get it. I mean, in fact, like I was, whenever I ask somebody like, hey, like what's your goal? Like what it is that you want to do, right? To me, there's a certain extent, there's a certain period of time to where it's okay if you don't know. But then there's a difference between like if you're just chilling though, like it's whatever, like it's like, what you mean it's whatever? Like, no, what do you love to do? What do you like what do you want to strive for?
Yeah.
Like, and I just can't be around people like that no more, man. Like there's just comes a certain point in life to where you gotta realize like what you want and just like go get it. If you don't reach it, at least you tried though,
Exactly. Like there's nothing wrong with trying and failing, but you gotta try.
In fact, that's part of the process though, ain't it?
It's failing. Of course it is.
Failing is part of it. You have to fail.
Because otherwise how are you gonna appreciate the wins?
Exactly.
How would you even know that that's a win?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I have failed so many times in life and I just keep failing. Right? But I've also won a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I mean, look at just what I used to do. Like, when I started making music.
Right.
Like, I was terrible. And I used to get dragged and clowned on Twitter. That was back when Twitter was truly the wild, wild west. Though.
Oh, gosh. It's not now?
It is, but just in a different way.
I feel
it's not as ruthless as it truly was
really?
back in 2011 and 2012.
Really? That's crazy.
Like, bro,
I guess with
you were hung like for public display, bro. Like,
gosh.
I never took none of that shit to heart.
Right.
I was like, all right, I'm gonna get you. That's what I tell them. They roast me like, this shit garbage. I'm like, for sure, bro. Like, I'm gonna get you next time.
Right.
Hopefully you like,
Right.
And more often than not, I would get a follow.
Right.
And I'd send them the next shit, and if they liked it, then dope. If not, then for sure. But like, people respected it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I just kept, doing my thing, and I'm so fucking proud that I get to say that I was part of the SoundCloud era, man. What a time to be alive.
I feel you.
I'm so happy that I get to say that I was there in its heyday.
Right.
But that's off topic. But it's you take L's, and then what happened? I drop my third project. My third or fourth project. I'm on the radio.
Oh, what?
Me and my boy Devontae, shout out, and our other boy Joey Heart Attack.
Yeah.
We formed a group called Young Nation. They're gonna come on White Noise. We're just waiting on Joey to get his equipment up, but they are gonna come on. We're gonna have a Young Nation reunion. Man, we were unstoppable, and we made music. And the three of us, we got invited to Chabot College to do a live on air interview.
That is dope.
And we are on air, talking about our music and what we got going on.
That is dope.
A few days after that, I was dropping a project. So it was like I've grown up watching rappers go on air and be like, "Yeah, my new CD dropping."
Right.
Like that was me.
Right.
Like I was like, "Yo, my new project, Muffin Man 2, is
dope.
dropping April 1st. Make sure you go get that."
Actually dope.
And it was so dope, and that was a win.
Exactly.
I took a bunch of L's and I dropped a shitty album. My first mixtape was shitty.
Right.
But look at me now, bitch.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And same thing, man. Like, you just keep going, and then like, I've gotten airplay before. Like after that too, and you go to the grocery store, you get recognized and shit. And you just work hard and you see results.
Right. Absolutely.
But had I stopped because I took those L's in the beginning and I let Twitter discourage me, I would have never have tasted what that's like.
Yeah.
You know? Like, who the fuck goes to Disneyland and you walk around downtown Disney and people are like, "Oh my God, that's Stud Muffin."
Yeah.
Like, take a picture with me.
Right.
Come on. In Vegas? Come on,
I mean, for real though, man.
Bro, somebody sent me a video one day. They were chilling like in like a mom and pop shop, and they were playing my shit on the people were eating the shit. Playing my shit.
Come on, bro. See, that's dope. See, and that's like you said though. Had you had the different mindset or took a different route, had you let some of this negativity sort of just drown you, or you were just complacent. If your mindset was like, hey, I made music and then that's all right. It was just something just so I'm not bored.
Exactly.
Like none of that would have happened. Exactly. I mean, you would have just been stagnant. And to me, I just don't get stagnant. Reach for that. That
just feels miserable, bro. Like I feel like I would be miserable. Like if I'm just like, bro, I'm about to work at, I don't fucking know. FedEx, I don't know, or
Chuck E. Cheese.
Like, let's say Chuck E. Cheese.
Because you can make a career at FedEx.
That fucking sucks. Yeah. We'll go to Chuck E. Cheese.
You're like, dang, yeah,
Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese, bro. Oh, man. You're gonna be a one miserable son of a bitch. Take us for example, dude. VHS, Visual House Studios.
Right.
I tried to do this so many times.
Right.
Twice, 2 different groups, 2 different names. I tried to do it. And it just failed, but you just keep pushing.
Right.
You keep trying, and look at us.
You keep
look
trying,
at us.
Don't stop trying.
Come on, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, baby.
Stop letting your L's control your life, man.
Right.
Don't be scared to elevate.
But even so, with that, it's like, okay, I understand being scared of the L's because just us as dudes, right? When you're younger, when you're like in high school, middle school, whatever, what's like one of the scariest things in your mind?
Get rejected by a girl.
That is that not a Nightmare on Elm Street 4, baby? Is that not a new Nightmare Wes Craven special? I mean, you were terrified about that.
Yeah.
But at the same time though, dare I say it, you need to get rejected by some honeys in order to really then appreciate. Ooh, did we really just bring it full circle like that? To really to appreciate that one that was like, let's see what you're about. And then years later, however X amount of time, you're like, dang, yeah, this was really dope. Like she's really dope. But and that goes like back to like experiences in life, like to have the L or the rejection come and slap you in the face. What, you just not gonna try to date a woman again? Talking like from a man's point of view, Are you just not gonna strive to get to that next level in life?
One of those fucking incels that just grows to hate women because you can't get one.
I mean, what is about that too, man? Like, I understand everyone has their bitter phase, right?
Some men just have this weird obsession or like this weird way of thinking that they think women owe them something.
What?
That's fucking ridiculous.
Is that actually a thing?
It is.
Why am I just now is that actually a thing?
It's a thing, bro. Like,
what?
People who get rejected so much,
they
truly grow to just hate women. I'm like, bro, just tell me you're gay.
Oh, no.
Like, straight up. Like, who hates women that much? Not even gay people hate women that much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's just it's weird.
That's weird. What?
It's very weird.
That's really a thing. Yeah, suckers really be like, no, you need to go out. Well, you know what? That actually makes sense.
But how do you know? Like,
make a thing about it, right?
I don't know your homies who you kick it with, but I'm sure you know somebody who just always has trouble with ladies. Yeah. But yet they swear that they know, they're like, oh, women always this, women do that. Or,
yeah. Yeah.
Why do you think that is? Because they don't understand women.
Yeah. Very much true. Very much true. There does. You know what? Yeah.
Don't ever let no virgin tell you about a fucking woman thinks, man. They don't fucking know. If they knew, they would be in that pussy, man.
I wouldn't necessarily say, but what if they're virgin by a choice?
Well, that's different.
Yeah, thank you.
That's different.
That was me. Come on, baby.
You're not a virgin.
I'm not now, but when I was, it was for a choice. Yeah.
I was trying to fuck.
I know you were. Your tap water loving self.
Oh man, pussy tastes like tap water.
39 crew, do not let this man in your house.
Thirsty,
He a fiend, baby. Shoot.
Thirsty,
shoot. But I mean, I just generally don't, because I'm not gonna lie to you, right? You know, speaking of Sheila, speaking of like mindsets after that, going from her and then going from my second longest relationship, it was off and on for like 2.5, 3 years, right? Um, going through that, going through like this, it's funny now because it's just generally funny, but like going through instances of, well, this instance is very specific, but just like women to where it's just like, why was that decision? Like there was one that I ain't gonna lie, I was low key like, you could say sprung, I guess, right? Or like just not obsessed with this one lady, but like I was really digging her, and I really wanted us to like, be a thing. It was obvious we were into each other, but for some reason it was never a thing. Joel, you gonna hate me.
What?
So I hit her up one day, right? And I
recently?
Just, no. This was like years ago.
Oh, okay.
This story is like years ago. I asked her, I'm like, yo, real talk. Like, I'm not tripping, right? Like, I liked you. You liked me, right? Like, yeah. It's like, why didn't
I've had that happen before.
Why didn't we and I don't know if I told this on here, but regardless, why didn't we go out? Joe, why did she say?
I was waiting for you.
I was too nice.
I know who this is.
Yes, you do. Yes, you. So I told you this story off the air, but bro,
I know who this is. Man, fuck you.
no, it's okay.
What do you mean too nice?
Right? No, and Joe, I promise you. I was like, that can't. That was the first time anyone's ever told me that, and so I genuinely
That's a thing, though. I feel like it's a thing. What's the obsession with people, bro? Like, I follow at least 2 dumbasses that have baby daddies in jail. Like, bro, what is the obsession
with like bad guys? And all that
what
such?
is the obsession?
I have like,
are you trying to be alone? Just be single then.
Right? Thank you.
You ain't getting no wee wee from that fool.
Or at least you shouldn't. And it's. And to me, like, what's attractive about that, though? To me, what is...
You want to do it in in a single color suit, then get yourself a doctor who wears scrubs, bro. Like, get yourself a phlebotomist or nurse or a medical assistant or something, bro. Like stop being a bum bitch, bro. Like, these guys are trash. Right. They don't care about you. If they cared about you, they'd leave that life behind. What is so hard to grasp about that?
Right.
These dudes don't care about you. You are a crutch for them. You're probably sustaining them financially, and that's why they tell you nice things. Like, honestly, bro.
No. Most of the time it'd be like that.
Like, you let him put a baby in you, so that means you're never going anywhere.
Yeah.
He will always have access to you.
Always.
Whether you come to your senses or not, he's always going to be around you.
You can go and move on to a completely different guy. He's great. He's fantastic. You live your own separate life. You forever have to be linked, though. You have to.
Like, tell me I'm wrong, bro.
It's unfortunate, but seriously, I just don't get that appeal either, though. I mean, but to me, that just shows, and you know what? This is what someone had to tell me back then for me to realize, because like, oh, wow. Is people like that, unfortunately, a lot of the times, it's a lot of insecurities and a lot of, they just don't, going back to what we were talking about before, a lot of those people unfortunately don't feel like they deserve anything better. They feel like,
you gotta love yourself, man.
Thank you. Seriously,
you gotta really grow to love yourself, man.
Right.
Take that from me, man. Like, most of my life, even still to this day, I'm not a big fan of myself. But there was a point in time where I was starting to love myself.
Yeah.
In that point in time, what happened? My music career flourished.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got into a relationship. You know, it was just the best times of my life because I was comfortable in my skin.
Right.
You know, and until you learn to love yourself, you know,
Right.
like you can never hold a relationship with anybody, not
Right.
romantic or friendship. Like
That's
you
true.
need to own up and like, you know, it's easier said than done, obviously.
Yeah.
Right? But you need to go get some help, bro. You need to or go fucking I don't know, go fishing, go fucking jogging, hiking, something
Right.
that
Some.
can just go clear your mind. Like you need to be
Right.
alone, and be okay with being alone.
Right.
Because too often people are just seeking relationships, seeking female or male companionship.
Right.
And you're not thinking clearly when you do that.
Yeah.
You know, because you got nothing to offer this person.
Right.
Right, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I'm just saying, like, emotionally, you
No,
don't
true.
have anything to offer this person. Why are you wasting their time?
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
so true, though.
Like, you gotta start loving yourself, bro. Like, especially at our age, you know, like,
I don't know, man. Time for that.
We don't have time for that. You
don't.
know, and it is easier said than done. I'm a hypocrite, man, because, like I said, man, I'm not the biggest fan of myself, right? Especially now. But I've seen what it's like. So you could take it from me, you know? I'm not some asshole on Instagram telling you how to make money, but I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, right. Those kind of people?
Yeah.
You know, but I'll tell you, because I've seen the other side.
Right.
And it's great. And I can't wait till I can get back there one day.
What,
you know?
What, if I may ask, right? What you think is the biggest thing keeping you from getting back to there, though?
There's just a lot that I have to face about things that I've done in the past.
I personally thought you did face those things, though.
I thought I did too, but you know, and when you've done so many shitty things, it just keeps coming back, and you know, and also just, you know, I don't know, it's just been a lot, you know, and
yeah,
for last couple months, it's just been kind of a lot. This whole year has been a lot.
Right.
And so it's, you know, there's always that thing about like the clown who's sad, you know, like, and that's how I feel. It's like it's hard to, you know, every Sunday open this door and wait for y'all to trickle in, and then I gotta kind of turn something on,
yeah,
so that I can be this fucking goofball, you know, and then when everybody's gone, I'm just left with myself, you know.
Yeah.
And then it kind of hits, or sometimes late at night when I'm the only one awake, you know, and
yeah,
it's just you know, and I feel like it's starting to get a little obvious. You know, there's people at work, you know, starting to notice. I physically just look different too, you know, like
yeah.
But I'm also trying to teach myself that I shouldn't let people have power over me like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Why am I letting someone else's, you know, there's just a lot going on family side, you know?
Right.
Why am I letting that control my life?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
is it a situation where it's like someone's crap that they're trying to deal with is kind of leaking over to you?
Yeah, it's a lot of that. It's just,
yeah.
I just feel like, you know, I don't know how to explain it, really. Like,
yeah.
it's just like, even if I am responsible, right? Even if I am, like,
right.
Which in this case, I know I'm not. It's somebody else's thing,
right?
That I'm just caught in the middle of, right?
Yeah.
But it is directly affecting me in my life, in my way of life, you know?
Right.
You know what? Like, I might as well just say it, because I feel like the more I try to dance around it, it's just making less and less sense. Well, but you know, like, I mean, my parents split up, right?
Right.
And it's just really weird to me.
Yeah.
And I guess I just don't know. I feel so much that I don't know what I'm feeling.
it's just so much mixed bags of emotions that you're like,
yeah,
what is it that what is this?
Like obviously there is one person at fault.
Uh-huh.
Right? And I should be upset at that person, and I am. Mm-hmm. I also feel like I should hate that person, but I don't.
Right.
And I don't think I could ever get myself to feel that emotion.
Right.
And then I'm also mad at the other one. I don't know why I'm mad at that person. You know? It's just like, well...
You think maybe you're mad to the fact of, it's like, okay,
I think I'm just mad that they dragged this out so long.
I got you.
Like, growing up, my mom has always threatened that she was going to leave my dad. Right. It's just always been a thing. It's just a matter of when the fuck are you going to actually do it. Shut the fuck up and do it.
That's crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
So, my thing is just like, man, like, y'all are just so bad at relationships. And that's the honest truth. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. Some people are just not good in relationships.
Right.
Those two, they're not good at relationships.
Mm-hmm. And then two people who weren't good at relationships decided to have,
kids and fuck them all up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Not saying I don't love my parents. I would never say that.
No, yeah.
But at the same time, I'm just like, man, like, it's just cruel for me. And I feel bad because I know I shouldn't be thinking this way. Whereas, like, why didn't you just love him more? You know, and he wouldn't have gone out and do what he did.
Right.
You know, because yeah, it's true. I don't think I've ever seen her initiate a kiss or anything to him.
She's just not the affectionate
exactly
type. Yeah.
And he interprets that as, well, you don't love me, you don't care for me, so I'm gonna go find somebody who does.
Right.
You know, which is fine. Go do that. But be a man about it.
I feel you.
And you know.
Right.
So, you know, and obviously, you know, like, my mom left the house that, you know, and that I just feel very emotionally attached to. Yeah. And I'm very upset about it.
Right.
You know, that's the house that I started my rap career in.
Right.
Right? My boy recorded his first song in that house.
That's crazy.
My other boy recorded, you know, a whole project on that house.
That's so crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had every birthday since I was 22. I've had kick-its there.
Wow. Yeah.
You know? Hella good memories, bro.
Right.
I fucked for the first time in that house.
Oh, we know.
You know what I'm saying? I ate pussy for the first time in that house.
Oh, we know.
You know?
It's your fiendish self. Everybody asleep, but you up here just having midnight snacks.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know, and yeah, it's just a lot of memories there.
Right.
My kid was supposed to build memories there. She already did. Mm-hmm. And for that just to be taken away just because someone made a stupid ass decision.
Right.
That kind of pisses me off.
Yeah.
You know, and I just find myself mad at the wrong people.
Mm-hmm. I think.
And I don't know who. I mean, I'm just mad at everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and I don't do well. I don't deal well with crisis, and I don't deal well with just feelings. I've never been that kind of person.
Right.
I kind of just like to brush things off, and I hope that they go away, or I just keep brushing it off till it eventually does go away.
Right.
You know, and
right. No, homie, I'm right there with you in the sense of, you know, and I'm trying to be a lot better at this too, especially as of recently, is the fact of, and I'm saying all this like give you your flowers for what you just did there of, you know, I was always that guy of, you know, I pride myself of like just being the rock in every relationship that I'm in, you know, like if you need something, I got you, especially emotionally or whatever. So like you, it'd be like if something is eating away at me, it's like, nah, I'll just deal with it on my own somehow, some way, you know. But first of all, to just even talk about that seriously, like, thank you for just getting whatever pressure off your chest, because it's important to talk about it, not just internalize all of that gunk, just to let it literally eat away at you, you know. Yeah. I mean, that stress is, we underestimate stress and pressure and anxiety way too much, right? these are things that literally can kill you. You know,
Yeah.
what else can cause migraines, internal bleeding, uh, internal organs failure, like bowel situations, cancer? What else can diabetes, high blood, like what else can cause all of that? You know, and then some is stress, anxiety, just all melted together, right? Yeah. So it's like, you know, all these emotions that you have towards that situation are all just kind of boiling up in this perfect pot of just anger and emotions that you can't even really fathom of how they all can just fit there, you know? Yeah. But because of that, they're gonna leak out naturally, you know? Better that you leak it out in a positive way of like just talking about it and getting some of that stress out, as opposed to, you know, had you not, who knows if tomorrow you would just blown up at work for no reason. Someone just offered you a slice of an apple and you just blew up on them. Yeah, just because the apple ain't red. Which, first of all, what green apples are better, so I don't know.
Man, I hate green apples.
Man, see, that's that mess, Joe.
Man, fuck green apples, man. They're nasty as fuck.
I knew you was gonna say something.
They fucking nasty,
man.
Bro.
What?
Fuck green apples, man.
The sourness is so good.
Hell no, fuck that.
Are you kidding? Oh no.
Hell no. And I hate green apple flavored shit too.
What?
Shit's nasty as fuck.
No. So you gonna tell me
give me a green apple Jolly Rancher? I'm gonna punch the shit out of you. I'll punch you.
You are lying.
Get that shit out my face.
That's the best flavor.
Green apple sour straws. Get that shit out my face.
Oh, you the what you call it, the sour wraps or whatever.
Get that shit out my face.
You don't like the sour apple?
I don't like green apple anything, man.
Yo, you remember the lollipops with like the caramel and like the
I just eat the caramel and I throw that bitch away.
What?
Fuck that.
So you would eat around the green apple just on the caramel, but you wouldn't take both?
Yeah. I hate these crackheads. I'm gonna go out there and snap every one of their necks.
Don't do it.
But
no,
man.
No, but like on the real though too, is I know that's a very difficult situation to fathom, of especially parents splitting up like that, and especially where it's kind of, from what you described, there's been sort of some tension or boiling, you know, some boiling emotions there for a little bit at least. So I understand like where it's all like confusing and angry and just straight up like, just why? Just straight up why? But in moments like this, what I found out honestly is just that's where the support system of, for real, your homies, the people you consider your family, really, really come back to remind you, like, you know, straight up, this is why, like, I'm in love with you. Like, just whoever you mean. It's like, yo, I was going through something like just the other week. Man, Stefan, for real, snapped me out of that mess. He's like, bro, like, you gonna be all right, you know? Like, and just, for real, just reassuring me about, you know, all the reasons why this situation played out the way that it did, and that the situation is going to be okay, you know, and why it's going to be okay, why it already is okay. It's like you just need to realize that. The next day, was it still a little bit hard? Yeah, but at the same time, because of that homie, because of Chris, because of my parents, I snapped out of it pretty quick, relatively speaking. Had I not had that, though. So, I mean, to you, for real, and to anyone else, for real, like, it's all right to talk about this crap, you know?
You know what? I'm just realizing, too.
Yeah.
I only told one person about this.
Yeah.
So, my bad. If you find it out this way,
I mean, for real, it's like, oh,
you know what, man? Like Isaac and Nano, like we just always have such a good time together.
Right.
When we're on Discord, like playing games, or Isaac when like when we're in person and we're just always vibing. That like,
right.
I just can never find a time to tell him.
Right.
And I don't want to be like a downer, so it's like,
right.
I just haven't said I was going to, but like I think it just so naturally went that way right now that
right.
And I haven't said it out loud in public.
Right.
So
well, you did now. Crap.
Well, I did now, and so my bad that you have to find out this way. Like if you're somebody I care about, but
at the same time,
I did only tell one person.
Yeah.
And I mean that person knows who they are.
And it was eating away at you. It clearly was.
It is.
Just seeing how you physically react to it, it clearly was eating away at you.
I mean, there's just a lot going on, and there's a lot more than I'm not going to get into.
Right.
But I mean, like you said, man, like this shit eats away at you, man. Like
it does,
bro. Like I was wearing a heart monitor for 2 weeks. Just from the stress, like I couldn't breathe. I was having heart palpitations again. That's the reason why I quit energy drinks back in November, was because
you was a whole new man after that.
Yeah, I really was. And then like just shit started happening, and then I find myself out of breath just sitting down. Like right now I'm out of breath.
Right.
My heart is pounding right now.
Right.
And I don't feel like it's beating regularly, so I had to walk around like a fucking mongrel with a fucking thing on my chest.
Or like Tony Stark.
Yeah, nah, bro. This shit was not as cool as that.
He said, right? "Nah, I wish."
And it affects, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I'm not going nowhere, but you check in on your homies, man. Like,
seriously,
check in on them. And just be careful what you fucking do to say to people, man. Like, you don't know how that shit's affecting them.
You really don't.
It's like. And I don't know, man. It's just like I said. There's a lot more going on in my life right now that is stressing me out and is upsetting me. That, I mean, it's just making me just a wreck. Right. But I've also learning to not let, like I said earlier, right, where I was like,
to not give certain people, situations more power.
Exactly.
Than they deserve.
Don't give people and situations power over you like this.
Exactly.
Like, I'm more upset that I'm allowing all these things to affect me physically this much.
I think that's step one, though, if I can be honest with you.
That shouldn't affect me this much.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to force these people to be together. I shouldn't have to force someone to do this or someone to feel this way. Like, I shouldn't have to do that.
Right.
And yeah, I know, and I'm not perfect. But I'm also a grown ass man, and I like to talk things out.
Exactly.
I mean, obviously, not things like this. I've held it in, but like.
But I think that's, as a man, I think that's something that we all have to just be more, like, conscious of. Is the fact of, because like we both said earlier, how we both like to just wrestle with our own stuff, deal with it, brush it off. All right, cool. Like, handled it. Keep it pushing, right? Which that can work, and there are some instances where just adulting, you're gonna have to do that, right?
Yeah.
However, dare I say that it's all right though to just at least reach out to a homie and let them know, like, homie, I'm going through it right now. I'll figure it out, but dang. Oh, wow, I feel a little better talking about it. All right, cool. Let's keep it pushing. Sometimes it really is just that simple. And you never even know how the angle your homie comes from, or your family member, whoever it is that you trust with that information. You don't know what angle they're going to come from that makes you have a different perspective, or even physically or emotionally helps directly in that situation to get you out of it, to get you out of that funk, like whatever that funk looks like,
Yeah.
So, but you wouldn't have known had you just kept your mask on, kept your face paint on, and just walked around with an artificial smile, though. I mean,
that's what we do, man.
Straight up, and that's what we do. But we gotta learn.
And it's hard for me because I don't know why I do this. But like I've always express myself very publicly. Mm-hmm. And I know that's not great, like, for anybody involved. Like, if I'm having a problem with somebody, like, you know, and I want to make a song about it, that can come off, right, the wrong way.
Yeah.
But I find some sort of comfort in just venting out in that creative way.
No.
You know, and, like, I have been thinking, I've retired from music.
Uh-huh.
Right? Like, I think I've been pretty open about that.
Yeah.
Right? Never thought I'd go out that way. You know, I wanted to have a swan song, but
right,
my heart tells me to do this. Mm-hmm. But despite me having like retired, like part of me does feel like, no, I think I need to come back and I think I've just felt like I've said all I can say about myself and my music, but I think that there's now a new chapter.
Yeah.
You know, and so I was thinking about expressing myself in that way, and it was gonna mostly just be about like what's going on in my family, you know, and
right.
But I don't know yet, you know, and so that's also kind of why like I just hold things in because I express them in my own way.
Right.
Also, like, you know, people have told me in the past that things that I've talked about in songs have helped them.
Yeah.
You know, so and that's a good feeling.
Exactly.
So that might have some of the reason why too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, man, like I think I've just learned, like even with like my mom and everything, like I think I have a right to be sad, and I have a right to be mad.
Yeah.
And I have a right to feel confused.
Absolutely.
And you know, it's just I just feel like all my life, whenever I've tried to express myself to people, I'm just always an asshole because I don't know how to express myself.
Yeah.
Right. And I think now, like I just don't care. Like I have a right to feel certain ways, you know, and
absolutely.
And you guys don't have a right to make me feel like shit for feeling a certain way.
Absolutely not.
If you guys want a space from me, you know, and like, cause I've already done that with my like a lot of my family, with like my parents and shit. Like I just stay away, you know, and let that be that, bro. Like I can't let you guys affect me.
Yeah.
You know, because like, and I've had this issue in my relationship before. Is like, when you tell me that you like, you know, like not to put her on blast, but you know, like my girl has told me in the past, like I need a break.
Right.
And she knew. That shit drives me fucking crazy. Because I want to handle things immediately.
I'm with you on that.
I don't like going to bed mad at someone.
Yeah.
You know, especially like I'm fucking confused.
Right.
Because I don't know what it is, but it's just everybody in my fucking life feels like, and I don't want to sound like a bitch. I'm not a victim. I'm just saying, bro, like what I've observed over the years, I don't know what it is about me that people just don't tell me when I do something wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm mad confused. Like, why the fuck you so mad at me?
Right.
Bro, even like with a homie that left the group, well, not left the group, we had already kind of disbanded, but just kind of ghost me. Like, for me, ghosting is some female shit, bro. Like,
oh yeah,
you don't fucking ghost. A grown man don't ghost another grown man.
Right.
Especially like me and this dude, like I thought we were pretty close.
Right.
You know, like used to cut my hair, you know, and all that shit, and we just were cool homies, bro. Like we went to college for a little bit together, and we were just good homies, man. And you know, he brought a lot to the table when we were at Chubby Pictures, and then just to kind of just without any explanation, I'm like, bro, you a female for that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like for real. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I don't. But I feel like I'm man enough that if I'm just gonna be like, bro, I'm cool off for you now, I would tell you.
Right.
I've never encountered that. Like I've never had somebody I've never had some distaste for someone enough to where I'm like, I need a fucking break from you, or like I don't want you in my life no more. I've never encountered that. So I mean I could also just be me not knowing how to deal with that.
Right.
Right? But like I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that shit didn't hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when he left, and like same thing, I was like, fucking like people like Isaac and Nano and Josh, like we all thought we were all homies,
right?
And you just kind of ghost everybody like that.
Yeah,
that's kind of weird, bro.
No,
but then again, like I understand now that people have their own demons that they're fighting, and if just disappearing is a way to heal, then I'll love you enough for you to go do that.
To me though, because I've had in And I would even say have friends that or people that I find really close that would do that too, though. That would, take breaks from, people or just kind of just cut themselves off from.
And there's nothing wrong with breaks, though. Like, don't get me wrong.
No,
like I feel like it takes a lot out of you to say that shit. Like, hey, but do it in an effective way. Like, if you know like wording it a certain way, right? And we've all been in relationships like that, right? Like I was in a relationship before where the bitch knew that shit was gonna bug me, right? Or like even who I'm currently with, like let's keep it a buck. Like we just know each other's buttons.
Yeah.
When I
after a certain amount of time, you do.
When you fuck up, you want to push that button. It's shitty and it's not great and it's not healthy, but that's just what we as humans do, right? And my goal is to just stop giving that trigger power.
Yeah.
You want a break? For sure. Go in the room. I'll stay in the living room. I'm going to watch TV. I'm going to go on Discord with my boys. I'm going to chill. And let that be that. But for my other homie to ghost me like that, bro.
Yeah.
That's weird, bro. Like, just tell me. Because I'm over here like feeling like a dumbass thinking we were for real hella closer than we probably actually were.
But not only that too, though. To me, I come from the angle of, dog, I don't know what happened to you, right? I don't know what because you can assume that they're okay. You can assume that, oh no, this is just their break. But at the same time, I really, really, really don't know. I don't know if someone really close to you died. I don't know if you seriously got hurt. I don't know if I made you feel some type of way. I don't even know if you're technically even alive because you just don't hit nobody up or you don't respond at all. So I come from the angle of like I just care about you. And at least just for me, where it becomes annoying is if you just don't say it, right? Like just at least just say, I just need some space or some time to reflect, some time to heal, some time to just do. And sometimes you just need time. It's like, I just want to be by myself. I don't know why I just do.
That's fine, bro.
That's fine. But to me where I get annoyed, and maybe this is wrong for me feeling this way, but it's like, just tell me, just because like people do care about you. People do want to know if you genuinely are okay. Not for the sake of wanting money, wanting anything else out of you, but just out of genuine love of, I just want to make sure you're cool. And to me, that's where it gets annoying because, like, dang, have I not expressed that to you for you to, and to your angle too. I thought we were cooler than that to where you could just just keep it a buck. Like, just keep it a buck.
Like how this dude just told me, like, hey man, I didn't like that you did this, so I'm gonna just step away for a little bit. I probably still would have been upset. Because my thing was all like, respect for I would have respected that shit. Like, I could never disrespect somebody or never not respect somebody's decision when they go about it the right way.
I agree.
When you're a fucking man about it and you say like, yo, this is what I had a problem with. This is what I'm going to do, right? And I mean, like, I've had that situation too.
Right.
Someone I deeply care about said, hey, man, need a break? For sure. I don't like it. I'm upset about it.
Yeah.
But it was done at least in a way that I can respect.
Exactly.
Right?
And you will, and when people do that, I find that you get over it so much quicker than as opposed to if you just heard
when you
it from
do it
the
right.
grapevine,
there's no bad blood. Like, it's good.
There's none. Exactly. Like, you're just, like, thank you for just being honest with me.
Exactly. And then it becomes more of a time of like, let me miss this fool.
Exactly.
I just need time to miss you. And that could go with like relationships too. Like,
100%.
Y'all just sometimes need to take a weekend and go somewhere else and just miss each other.
No, I totally agree. I mean, I feel like yeah, I feel like that's when relationships are the most fun, is when you're able to miss each other, you know?
Exactly.
Like,
bro. Like last summer, like my girl went on was gone for like a week, 2 weekends.
Yeah.
Right? And I just had like one weekend, my boy came over. We've, slept over just like old times. Man, that's the most fun I had in years, bro. I tell you that.
Right.
Right? The other weekend, Isaac Rubin came over, spent the night. Hella fun.
Right.
Right? And actually, that was the weekend we started the fucking podcast.
Oh, shoot.
Right?
Come on, baby.
Buzz Lightyear came out.
Right.
So, but I missed her.
Right.
Right? I missed her. So when she came back, hey, I had a good ass time, but I missed you.
Right.
And
right.
That's healthy too. Like,
that's
space,
extremely healthy.
I'm not saying space is what pisses me off. What pisses me off when you act like a fucking female or like a fucking baby. And you just ghost people. Like, to me, ghosting, man.
Ghosting is
just means you're too pussy to say shit to my face. And again, like, I'm not trying to be combative or anything. I'm just saying how I feel.
No, it's frustrating.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
totally
I'm just like, bro, then let me know what I did wrong so I don't do that shit to someone else.
Right. I feel you. And in fact, man, shoot, good save.
That shit.
But because in fact, going back a little bit to my second longest relationship, right? And this is such a shame, dude.
Man, these bitches next door laughing like shit funny, man.
Cause it's something funny to them. Like, man, because at the time, like, she lived in LA. I obviously lived here in the Bay, so going down there, road trip with the boys, right? But they're all still sleeping in the hotel, and it's like early enough in the morning. Like, oh yeah, let me go. Obviously, kick it with my girl. Go over there, drive over there. We have a good time. Honestly, just kicking it. Like, it's generally just kicking it. Just talking, just cuddling. Just really just enjoying each other's company. But once again, shout outs to those semi-long distance relationships. Going back to missing somebody, that is a perk to me of long distance relationships, is you always generally are happy to see that person. And it was just like this. It was just pure bliss just being around her that day. Gave her a kiss, goodbye, obviously. Went back to the homies. We kicked it that day. And
you ate her puss?
What?
You ate her puss?
No.
Come on, man.
Her grandma was home.
Hey, her pussy too, man.
That's you crazy? No, but text her later on that day. Obviously, her being my girl. No response. Okay. Next day, no response.
Oh shit.
Joel.
Ghosted you?
I didn't hear from her till 2 or 1.5 years later.
Damn.
When I was in a whole nother relationship with what was my longest relationship.
God damn.
I was in Hawaii. I remember it too. I was in Hawaii. She hit me up, and I was just like, "What the crack? Like, hello? Like, you can't, like really though? Like," and I asked her, like, what happened to you? I mean, like, cause like real talk though, real talk. Her and the last situation that I was in, I ain't gonna front, bro. I was ready to marry.
Oh shit.
Like, well, mentally, like, what kept me back from the girl who ghosted me was because of the fact that when we had our like tensions, it was like flashbacks to Sheila, Now it was not nearly.
Man, fuck Sheila.
It wasn't nearly as toxic, like not even close. Not even close. But like we generally had love for each other, and it was just fun talking to this girl, So yeah, it's like, yeah, I was dare I say I was mentally prepared to, and we were dating for 2.5 years. So it's like, yeah, we'll figure it out. But then just the ghost, like you said, and when asking her like what happened,
that shit is pathetic, dude. Like, just the ghost, bro.
It's like, why? And
exactly. It's like,
why?
Be a grown up about it and just be like, yo,
if the love
you did this,
gone,
I don't think I could fuck with you no more because you did this.
Right.
Like, yeah, you're gonna be sad or upset about it, but you're gonna understand. Instead of spending years like trying to figure out what the fuck happened, you know?
Literally wondering, are you even still alive? Like I genuinely wondered that after a certain amount of time, because it's like, how do we go from kissing each other goodbye, having a great day, to then from that moment on, I don't hear from you in like basically 2 years.
And did you ever ask her what the hell?
I asked her when she hit me back up in Hawaii, like, what happened, you know? And and she said that, you know, and I just drew conclusions from what she said. Still don't know, but I can assume by what she said. She said, you know, something happened that she just needed to get away from the area that she was living in.
Okay, but how's that your fucking fault?
Yeah, and she moved all the way to Florida, didn't tell nobody, but then I guess when she hit me back up, she just moved back to Cali or whatever. But it's still like, yo, if I'm supposed to be your man, if I'm supposed to be your dude, if we're supposed to be that tight, if we literally had discussions about marriage, like how, you know, genuinely, how could you just straight up, I don't know. But so I know exactly what you mean when you say that mess about, you know, just it's just gone one day. Just nothing. No explanation, not even a note, not even a text saying deuces. I would have accepted a text saying deuces. I still would have been mad. But you know what? At least I'm not up here wondering, are you still alive, you know? Yeah. So that just, I'm with you, homie. It just baffles me. Baffles me more than that baffles me, dare I say, more than people that stay complacent. Like that those two things like generally baffle me. And once again, y'all, like, for those of y'all who are complacent, I'm not trying to dog on you. I'm really not. But I'm just seriously saying, I just don't get it. I just really don't get it.
I was just like, and I gave dude a chance because he popped up on my Instagram.
Yeah,
like people you may know. I'm like, what the fuck? So I tried following him,
right,
and he denied it. So I'm like,
what
the fuck, bro? This was your opportunity to be like, hey, bro, I don't fuck with you. And I'll be like, why, you know?
Right.
And maybe, you know what? Maybe I'm tripping. Like, maybe I'm not owed an explanation. That could also be.
To me,
I'm just saying,
I don't
bro.
Know
like,
I don't know if I can get behind that notion.
Because
to me,
saying,
if
man,
we're
like,
that tight, if we were supposed to be that tight, what the least you owe me is an explanation. Exactly. If we're supposed to be that tight, if we were supposed to be that cool, the least you can do for me is say, hey, you know what? You don't have to understand it, but this, and this, and that's why I had to be out. You know, okay, cool. Had you just said that in the beginning, we could have avoided all of this mess. But the fact that you had to go tiptoe around it, that ghosting is like for real. It's like you all have a sleepover, right? You all just having fun, kicking it, playing games, You all crash, right? You wake up one day and that person is just out of the house, right? No trace that they were even there. Or just the sleeping bag that they were sleeping in is all wrinkled up. That's about it. And you're like, oh, snap. All right, you try calling them, nothing. Try and go into nothing. Try hitting up nothing. Like, and I'm not supposed to be worried. I'm not supposed to be upset, though, when all of a sudden, years later, we encounter each other and you still don't have an explanation.
Yeah.
Like, you know I cared about you, right? And you don't have any explanation. To me, that's just... Nah, that's weak. I'm sorry. Nah.
That shit is weak, bro.
Nah, it's weak.
And on God, bro, I'm telling this story. Obviously, it's just from my perspective because I never got another one.
Yeah.
But genuinely though,
yeah,
I can't tell you what the fuck happened. Last time I spoke to this person was, I got offered a job to go open up a brand new movie theater in Mountain View.
Right.
I knew that it was going to affect my presence at Chubby Pictures. I texted everybody individually and said, yo, tell me not to do it, and I won't do it.
Oh wow!
Right? Everybody's like, "No, dude, go do it. Like, you're gonna make hella money." You know, it was a really, really, really well paying job.
Right. Great opportunity.
Even he told me. I texted him too. He was
Right.
like, "Bro, you'd be stupid not to take that." I'd be like, for sure. Last I ever heard of him, bro.
That was the last time you heard of him.
I think so. I could be wrong, but I think so.
What the? And they still didn't give you a perspective.
Nah, bro. I don't know what happened. No. Okay. That might have been the last time I texted them. I talked to them again. They got like in a really bad car accident.
Yeah.
And this was in 2020 because he posted himself in the hospital. They were giving him a COVID test.
Right.
So, okay. So, yeah, this was later. And I had messaged dude. This was on Snapchat. I messaged dude like, yo, what the fuck? You good? Like, pray for you type shit, right?
Right.
And I can't remember if he replied or not. I can't remember. He may have.
Dang.
But that is the last time I talked to him.
But if he did, it probably was just a thank you or something.
Something like that.
The fact that you just didn't remember.
Much, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And after that, like, I try to send another message. You know, Snapchat, when they're not your friend, it goes gray.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, it went gray. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Wow. What?
And Josh just said that he still pops up on his shit, so clearly he's not blocked.
Wow.
Clearly it was just me. I don't know, man.
So, nah, to me,
that shit was so
up?
personal, but, like, not personal enough for you gotta be like, yo. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's just like, be careful who you believe when they tell you they love you, bro. Not everybody loves you.
Man.
Not everybody who tells you they love you actually fucking loves you. I don't use that word loosely, bro. No, if I've ever told you I love you, I fucking love you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Yeah.
I've been an asshole to girls before too. They tell me they love me, and I'd be like, damn. I'm not gonna lie to them.
You're like, that's a shame.
That's not a word you play with.
I agree.
You know, so like, if I don't fucking love you, I've never told you I love you because I don't fucking love you.
Right.
If I've told you I love you, it's because I genuinely love you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Same.
So, hey, I mean, it is what it is, man. I hope our old boy's doing good. But, fuck, bro. Like, I mean,
but nah, give an explanation though. And y'all, seriously, if you took nothing from this, like, just don't. It all just boils down to, right, like, well, we talked about it so many times on Law. It's just, ain't the core of life just to treat the people you want to be treated.
Exactly.
Like,
bro.
real talk. If I woke up one day, right, and I was just like, you know what, Joel, I just don't want to do this. I just don't want to do this with you anymore. Whatever this is.
Yeah.
I would at least have to, first of all, I would tell you in person, because to me, it means so much more to, like, just be real with someone in person, right? And just give them that chance to just see your emotions and, like, really, really convey how you feeling, you know? Over text, like, that's just not. And yeah, don't break up with someone over text, everybody. Like, whether it's
sorry.
whether it's a friendship or like a partnership, don't break up over text. Don't do it. If you have a chance to do it in person, do it. If it's long distance, all right, give them a phone call. No texting. Definitely don't do it over email.
Who the fuck?
I've heard about that.
That's some shit.
Right? It's like,
that's worse than anything.
That's worse, for real. It's like, you typed in my email address as opposed to just going in your contacts, writing the message, sending, knowing good or well there's a chance I won't see it.
You went out your way to be a bitch.
You really went out your way. I would rather you ghost me than do something like that, actually. Like, real talk. Would you rather be ghosted than being broken up over an email?
No. Ghosting just fucking, I shouldn't even be saying this. Speak on use this shit. It just really bothers me.
Yeah, I feel you though.
You know, like, you telling, or even, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, even telling me, like, and my girl knows this, even telling me that, like, you need space, you need a break, it bothers the fuck out of me. I'm like, no, we are adult, we should solve this now.
I agree.
But I've come to learn, not everything can be solved right away. Sometimes people genuinely need their space. But if you go about it the right way, then I'm not gonna like it. I'm gonna hate it, but I have to respect it, because you went about it the right way. If you tell me like, you know, and anyway, I mean, I'll take a text. I'll fucking take an email. I don't care. Just give me an explanation, though. Just give me. If you give me an explanation, and you tell me this, and that, this is why. All right, bro. Like, wish granted. Like, you know. Yeah. I just want us to get better. And if me fucking off is gonna make that happen, for sure. You know, but also like if you cool for real, then tell me that. So I'm not waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, man, totally. just don't be a bitch, bro. Like, just tell the person you got funk with seriously what's going on. It could dead ass just be a misunderstanding, bro. That's the other thing. That's the thing. That's the other thing too. Real talk. Stop holding shit in. Right. One thing that could have easily been solved. Like, just ask me about it, bro. Like, I might not have even realized I said something a certain way. Right. We could solve that shit and be good, but nah, don't let that shit fester up, bro. Because I've done that myself too. Right. Because I've done that myself. Like, I've held a lot of things in, and I still have a lot that I have never said. Right. You know. And just because to me, I hate arguing, I hate fighting. Yeah, me too. So I just rather just it's just not in my nature. Exactly. Like, I'm just like, bro, whatever, man. Like, I'll swallow that and let that be that. That's not healthy, but I mean, it is what it is, man. Like, I sleep better at night doing that shit, so whatever. Yeah. But like I said though, I mean, from now on, I'm not giving people power over me no more. Like, if you know, there's a problem. If someone got a problem with me, I'm very more than happy to solve it. Right. Like, let's talk about it. But like I said, bro, like, if you want to ghost me, or you know, or like fucking my mom does this shit a lot where like makes a face to make me feel bad for what I just said. Yeah. I don't give a fuck no more, bro. I'm going to say what I got to say, man.
But with that though, like we've been preaching all this episode, there is a way and a time about how you go towards certain things and how you go about certain things.
Exactly. So. And that's something I still got to learn. Yeah. I still got to learn how to talk to people. Yeah. I still got to learn how to express myself. I know this. Yeah. Right? Yeah. But also, you're not about to shame me. Not you, but, you know.
No, yeah, genuinely.
You're not about to shame me for feeling how I feel.
Right.
You know? Right. That's just not going to happen no more.
Right.
And I'm not going to, you know, just like I wouldn't expect people to let shit slide with me. I'm an oblivious ass motherfucker, dude.
You know,
I hate that people let shit slide that I do. Yeah. Tell me, bro. Because then, like, I'm finding out years later, like that shithead, I'll say his fucking name, like that shithead Kevin, bro.
Right. Right.
You telling me I feel mad dumb. I thought we was homies.
Right.
To find out you didn't fuck with me. Because you thought, again, you didn't ask, but you thought that I didn't fuck with your homeboy.
Right.
Now that's pussy shit.
Right.
I want to fight that man now. Okay, like, straight up, bro. Nobody. Like, no, that shit pisses me off, bro. Like, that's pussy shit, bro.
Yeah.
That is pussy shit. You could have asked me, bro.
It's straight up. And once again, going back to things that are just a straight up misunderstanding, that's all that situation was too.
It was
a pure,
literally
that was
no beef,
that was the walking definition of a misunderstanding.
But because everybody involved wanted to be a pussy, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Everybody involved was a bitch about that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm mad about it now because I didn't know it was even that big a deal back then.
It's still and let's keep it a buck. It's not.
It's not a big deal.
But it's a big deal because it was made a bigger deal than what it really should have been.
Exactly.
And then you let that thing marinate for who knows how long that situation lasted.
And again, that was another one. Hit me up because he needed something from me. Bro, had I known that, I would have flamed this shit right then and there. I didn't know this until later.
Yeah. Right.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah. No,
Get the fuck out of here. Like, just say what's on your fucking mind.
Right.
Like, you feel like I did something, check me. I'm not going to be mad about you checking me. I'm a grown-ass man.
In fact, dare we say it. Isn't that what real homies is about, too?
Exactly, bro.
Like, hey man, you was a.
If we're really homies, you should feel comfortable to check me.
You messed up in that situation.
Because I'll check
you.
Right.
Like,
right. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty lucky. I haven't really had to check nobody before.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've done it before, but like it's just not something I do often.
Oh no, thankfully with the people that I keep in my life, I very, very, very rarely have to check them. But with that being said, we all human though.
Yeah, Nano checks me on Isaac. They check me all the fucking time.
Yeah, it's like, hey man,
and yeah, like, I might get salty at the time, but like I'm going to appreciate it.
Right, as opposed to
you don't got me walking around looking crazy,
right,
crazy,
acting a fool,
exactly,
and just like, hey man, just be better in this situation. Okay, you know what? And then that's that.
That's it.
That's that. The explanation, the realness that we basically just been preaching all this episode, that we as human beings, dare I say it, not even just as men, but just as human beings, like that we deserve, you know? But to me, that's where, you know, just to bring it back full circle, that's when I believe you got to start questioning who's really down for you if those people can't keep it real with you. Because to me, honestly, and I learned this just through experiences as well, and, you know, just reflecting, I'm like, yo, if I can't trust somebody, right, is that really a friendship, a relationship? Is that a two-way street if I can't trust them? Like, real talk. Like, if you have a girl, right, and you always stay thinking like, oh, they're cheating, or oh, they're thinking about somebody else, or oh, they on the low talking to this other person, is that really a relationship?
Yeah, I don't know.
If you got a homie that you're like, man, I don't know if everything they tell me is genuine, or why are they always lying on me? Why are they always telling me like false information, knowing good and well that it's not the truth? Is that really a homie? Like, or once again, like you said, if someone's gonna allow you just to act stupid, look stupid out here on these streets, where all you had to do is just keep it a buck, like, hey man, you was acting real stupid in that instance. Like, hey man, you was wrong about your opinion about green apple flavored things. If you don't have a homie that can check you on that, are you really homies? Just something to contemplate, man, because it's stuff like that for real you gotta just realize. And to your point, once again, if you figure out that the answer is no, sometimes the hardest decisions in life are sometimes the best ones, where you gotta cut some people off or cut off some certain situations, because
also, man,
this sounds harsh, better you than them.
And honestly, I've always looked at this, and it might not be the healthiest thing, but life is too short to be beefing, to be upset.
Ain't that the truth?
Let that shit go. If you truly love this person,
right,
love somebody, you don't want to be arguing with them. You don't want to be not around them.
Right.
I love all my peoples, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
If you bothered about something, like, cool, take your time. But like, life is hella short.
Yeah.
You know, and we don't know how long we're gonna be around for.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
that's the straight truth, though.
Yeah, like, bro, like me, man, like, I don't know what's going on with me. You never know, man.
But that's like I said earlier.
You never know, man.
That's what you need homies for, because as long as you ask for the help, and not just you, but anybody, as long as you ask for the help, I'm obligated as your homie to help figure that out with you, whatever that looks like, and however angle you need that to be, or however many resources you need that to be. All right, let's do this. Let's figure this thing out, you know? Even if that is just listening, even if that is just, you know, if you got to visit the doctor, talking about any situation, like just being there for that person. Even if that is like, hey, real talk, we don't even need to talk about nothing. I just need a homie here just in person. That's it. Even if it's just that, you know, Small things like that go a long way, real talk. So don't be afraid to ask for help, and don't be ashamed to ask for help either. Because some things that, or something that I had to realize, like, it ain't weak to ask for help. Like, it's really not. That, in fact, takes more strength, I feel like, to humble yourself in order to ask for help in the first place. So ain't no shame in it. You just got to realize when that time is and just be humble and just do it. And then you'll be better off for it on the morrow. That's on the real. Speaking of real, I got a song that I really got on repeat right now. I'm not going to even lie to you. It's by Chase Shakur. Oh, God, no. No. I forgot the title, too. Dang it. Look what you made me do. No, Chase Shakur, What You Need. That indeed is my vibe of the week. Do you have a vibe of the week, good sir?
Do I? Yeah.
What's your vibe, baby?
I'm going to put Trust Issues.
No, you did.
By Joel Franco.
I knew it. Oh.
You didn't know that because it's my own song.
No, I mean, just I knew it was gonna be some mess.
What's messy about it?
No, not messy. You know, like, just it had to match the theme. It had to. That's what I mean. Of course
it did, man.
Yeah, come on, baby. Come on. Shoot. But man, hey, we appreciate y'all for just sticking through us with this this whole venting session, if I could say. Shoot. Hopefully we help one of y'all out by just, speaking man. How we feel, honestly.
Yeah, man. I just think it's important. Just be honest with your homies and your family, man.
Seriously.
Like if y'all really love each other, then the other should understand, bro. Like
they will understand
where you're coming from, and there's nothing wrong with, needing some space and needing, breaks and all that shit, but just be honest,
right?
Because I promise you, the other person will respect you being honest,
right?
And don't, and also, man, like they could just be doing that shit because they know it fucks with you. Don't give them that power, bro.
Yeah,
live your life as best you can,
Right, 100%.
Don't give negativity any power,
right?
Just stay focused, but also check in on your homies and reach out to your loved ones.
Always.
Yeah, you never know when they're gonna go.
For real. I mean, straight up. Even if it is just to say, hey, what's up? You good? Cool. Sometimes that's all it takes on the real. Sometimes that's all it takes. Especially if you guys aren't as close as what you would like to be. Sometimes that's all it takes to just re-spark a relationship too. It's just genuinely checking in. So for real, like the Brown Boy Wonder said, make sure y'all do all of that, man. And make sure you also follow Visual House Studios on TikTok and Instagram, baby. And make sure to watch out for some news that's going to come up very, 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 very soon. And y'all, by the way, just a reminder, in case you didn't even know, we having a 1-year anniversary party, baby, June 30th on the Saturday. So if you can pull through, baby. And if you can't,
yeah, fuck you.
I mean, I won't say all that, but I might feel some type of way. Just keep it real with me on why you don't want to come. Just keep it real with me why you don't want to come, and we'll be all right. Like we've been saying this whole episode. But not for real. We love y'all. Thank you for sticking with us. Make sure to rate also this episode 5 stars. Like nothing else. It has to be 5 stars. And share with at least one person. For real. And we love y'all. 39 Crew, you know I love you more, baby. And we will see y'all on the next episode. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.